Hi everyone, it's Karen. I'm solo today and I'm missing my better half. Kath couldn't make it today and we decided to go ahead and film one. Anyway, but the intent of our channel was for Kathy and I to do this together. So it's not going to be the same and it's not going to be as good intentionally. Intentionally. I miss you, Kathy. All right. So we just got back from StitchCon. Kathy and I went. We sat at table 26. It was a fantastic time. I'll be interested to hear Kathy's recap when we get her back on here. But yeah, we had a fantastic time. Our table was great. I'll introduce you to table 26. I'll insert a picture here. Gina is my Virginia Stitchy friend. We met at a Salty Yarns retreat along 2 years ago. I don't remember. I think it's been 2 years now. And she's the one that makes those gorgeous bags. So you'll see Gina in our picture. Sarah is the co-owner of Millennial Fabrics with Nathan. And they make gorgeous hand-dyed fabrics. And I'll talk more about her fabrics later when I show you my goodies. And Lynn of ThoseMissingStitches, she is fantastic. I had already subscribed to her and she's just a lovely person. We had such a good time. I hope I didn't drive her crazy. I was up and down a lot. Yeah, so Lynn, and then Tammy. Tammy is a relatively new stitcher, not even a year, and people were coming over and asking for advice. She was doing stitching a gorgeous what's it called, Tammy? Modern Folk Embroidery, the 2024 Modern Folk Embroidery, and it was gorgeous. And people were coming over and it was fun to watch her at her first retreat. It was Lynn's first retreat too. It was fun to watch her meet people and just really enjoy the experience and immerse herself in it. It was great. And she would show us what she purchased and it was great. It was a lot of fun. It was wonderful meeting you guys. I knew Gina and Sarah, of course. But it was nice to meet Lynn and Tammy. Our table was great. We rocked it. And of course, Kathy was at our table. Of course. I mean, like, we're the duo. We don't do much without each other at these things. Kathy will be going together to Stitching in the Wild as well as Sweater Weather. So more from the dynamic duo later. But let me get into it. So we went to StitchCon. In this little book, they give you a list of all the Flosstubers. I just wanted to run down a couple that I met that were really sweet. I met Natasha at Britches Get Stitches, Cam the Stitcher. I love Cam. I love watching her videos. What drew me to her is her love of Lola Crow. And the first time I saw her, she had the Haunted Library behind her. And I was like, she's my friend. She's my person. So I don't know if Cameron feels the same way, but I did. It was lovely meeting her as well. Carolyn, Czook Stitch. I met Carolyn a year ago and at Stitching in the Wild, and she's a good friend now. And I enjoy interacting with her, and she's just a good friend. And she's hilarious. And maybe not as good as people think she is. All right, maybe I'll edit that out. No, I can't. I don't know. This is new software. Trying it out for stitching past my bedtime, so we'll see how it goes. Let me know what you think. All right. Also, Liz from Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. Oh my gosh, such a sweetheart. We bonded over the Deadly Aquarium, Sal. We were all talking about it. It was so much fun to like get people's opinion on the backstitch, to backstitch, not to backstitch, what have you. It was great. Elizabeth Frizzy Lizzy Stitches, part of the Cameron table. I call them the Young Gen cross stitchers. I wish I was young enough to be part of their cool club. I think I told them that. But yeah, it's great to see the young Jen involved. And need to broaden that group. Like, there's a lot of young people there. Amity and Aaron, the Hathaway Stitchers. Okay, let me just tell you. Sorry. Let me just tell you a little story about Aaron and Amity. So I went up to Aaron. I said, oh my gosh, I'm sorry if I keep looking at you weird. You look so familiar. And in fact, the way I knew her was not correct. So she is one of the Hathaway Stitchers sisters. I don't know your last name, so I can't say your last name. So I'll just call you the Hathaway sisters Stitchers. Anyway, it was totally embarrassing. And then I'm talking to her, and I still hadn't connected how I knew her as the Hathaway Stitchers, and her sister was standing right next to her. I'm such an idiot. And you ask Lynn, I said a lot of stupid things over the weekend. I'll share some more of those as well. I don't know what my problem was. Just could not get my brain and my mouth to work well. And I think it was all the intimidation of having to talk to all these people that you knew but didn't know you. I was just flustered all weekend. But it was fun. I made fun of myself. I don't care. I am what I am. So Amity and Aaron, Judy from JBW Designs was a sweetheart. Really a sweetheart. Really sweet. Jessie Marie does stuff. Okay, this is another one of my bumbling idiot moves. I was hanging out in the annex looking at the products, and it was during the sneak peek. And there was a lot of people in there, and we were trying to figure out, go around in a circle and everybody follow, and you get in a groove, and you be patient. Well, I bumped into this woman in front of me, and she turns around. And I was like, are you Jessie? Of course, I don't know if you actually go by Jessie Marie, your full name, or Jessie to people that know you. So I just assumed the latter and that you knew me. Sorry. I'm such an idiot. Anyway, she's like, yeah. And I'm like, I love you. I love watching you. WIPGO. I'm such an idiot. So we laughed about that the whole weekend because that was early on. I'm an idiot. All right, here's another story. So we met Pam and Steph. Of course you're going to meet Pam and Steph at Keepsakes. StitchCon. Sorry. This is my first solo. It's bad. Of course you're going to meet Pam and Steph. Of course. We get in first day, Thursday. We've been traveling. I had to push my travel to that day. So I hate traveling the day of retreat start. I like to get in there a day early, and it had me discombobulated. And maybe that is why I had problems. So I walk in. There's Steph greeting us at the door, at the table. And I said, hi, Pam. Yeah, that's what I did. I did that. And she goes, yeah, everybody does that. Well, I could tell I ingratiated myself with Steph. From that moment on, I'm sure she hates me. I felt like she hated me the whole weekend. Might have just been, we got off on a wrong start. If she ever watches this video, someone tell her to watch this video. I'm really sorry, Steph. I am really sorry. I felt bad about it all weekend. Anyway, I hope you let me recover the next time I go to StitchCon. It was my first. Some grace. Thank you. Marjorie of Marjorie Made, part of the Young Gen table. Colleen from Rebel Stitcher. It was nice to see Colleen again. I'd met her at Sweater Weather last year. Kathy and I are going this year. She's so sweet. I really like her. Rachel from Arbor JP Crafts sat with us and stitched one late night. Sarah from Sarah's Stitchery. She was so nice. Just a real nice person. And not that I would have thought she wasn't nice, but she was so nice. And, I think there's a lot of pressure on people who are in Flosstube, that people that are popular, we're not popular yet, but that, people know you, you don't know them, but you kind of have to act like a rock star. I don't know how to put it, but yeah, it was weird. But she was sweet. Hillary, I'll talk more about Hillary later, but Hillary of Subpart Stitches. Okay, when I just watched her last video and she talks about meeting someone who inspired her to do her beach rat 1/1. That's me. That's me. We're mini stitching, tiny stitchy friends. Hi, Hillary. It was so nice meeting you. I know we stitched late the first night of late night stitching with you and Aaron and Amity, and I can't remember who else was there. I think it might have been Tara, but I'm not. I think it was Tara, but I'm not sure. Because for some reason, you and Tara, you guys are together in my head. Debbie from Sunshine Stitchers, Candy, the 614 Stitcher. It was great seeing Candy again. I'll see you again on Magazine Monthly Challenge Zoom. Bridget, this is the Museum Stitcher, another of the Young Gen Stitchers. Annie, the proper Stitcher. Liz, the Wandering Stitcher. Liz, it was so nice to meet you. Remember, Kathy and I are going to be at Stitching in the Wild, so you know 2 more people than you did going in when you signed up. Okay, Lynn of Those Missing Stitches at my table meet. Abby, Top Knot Stitcher, and Tara, the Wild Woman Flosstube. Tara was by far like a treat. I loved meeting her. We had breakfast together. I sat down with her randomly. I was like, can I sit with you? I was just drinking my protein shake. I wasn't even eating breakfast there. But, you know, she was just so nice and so kind. And we bonded over the Deadly Aquarium. And it was so much fun. And it was just really nice meeting you. I hope, you know, I get to see you guys, all of you, again sometime, maybe next year at StitchCon. But it was so nice meeting you. All right, so let me talk a little bit more about Hillary. I want to shout out her Flosstube because I just watched her StitchCon recap and it was so cute. Sorry, I keep adjusting in my chair. It's too big for me. Hillary, Subpar Stitches. Streaming to her, she likes weird patterns. I like weird patterns. I am eclectic. So I really like Hillary for that. She's a 1/1 convert. Love it. Love 1/1. Everybody knows that now. She has 25 whips, which is about what I have. And I wanted to quote something that she said in her video. It was so cute. I love watching how people spend their money. I'm nosy. I love haul. So she was talking about watching people's haul. It was hilarious. I'm nosy too. I like watching people buy what they buy in their haul section. So I have some haul. The other person I watched, I mentioned Marjorie Maid. She just did her StitchCon recap. She's really sweet. I'm going to ask her for her color conversion for her lesbian pride flag because I think I was able to do it, but it looked like she had really good picked the colors spot on. And I wanted to do something for my daughter. Anyway, so then the last shout out Flosstube is Thread Gremlins. Hilarious. It's Amy, Caroline, and Elizabeth. Sorry, Caroline. I don't know them very well. I just started watching. I've watched a couple. They keep popping up, but I watched their video yesterday and which one was it? Elizabeth showed her haul that she went on 123 Stitch and she bought patterns that nobody buys, like the least popular. And her first one was Harriet Cooper, which, as everyone knows, I am stitching as well. So it's popular with us. Hopefully she sees this. I love Harriet Cooper. I did a lot of work on Harriet Cooper to show you. So hopefully she watches it and has a partner in crime on Harriet Cooper. The colors in that are fantastic. I could go without the salmon house, but I still did it because it's the vibe. She also likes gingerbread houses, and I love gingerbread houses. Even though it's not my aesthetic, I just like the colors. So, I will do, and I have a couple in my stash. So that's it with shout outs and recaps. I'll kind of show some things I got in my haul. I'm not going to go through all of the things we got. We got a lot of free stuff. It was really nice of everybody to do that. I just had business cards, not business, Flosstube cards. I just had her cards and trying to get people, viewers, subscribers up. But I will do better next time, I promise. All right, so the first thing I'm going to show, we'll get right into stitching. I'm going to show my finish StitchCon, of course. Of course. If there was a way to pause, I would. Okay, hopefully I can add those two videos together because I don't think that worked. I'm using this new software and I don't know how to use it. Would be nice if we had a pause. Anyway, I had a finish at StitchCon and it is Barbara Anna. Now, new camera, new video. It's washed out, but this is my Barbara Anna. This is Viva La Vida. I did edit the pattern and took off the sun moon beams. Let's pull it back so you can see the color. It's little, 1/1. Ooh, let me get my details. It is 1/1 on 28 count Lugana. Picture this plus earthen, called for DMC. So yeah, I love it. It's little itty bitty. It's little itty bitty. See, here's my hand. And I have another one that it's going to look really cute next to on the wall. Let's see if I can get a picture. Okay. So there's that. Then I had a new start. I did ring the bell. Maybe I'll insert the picture here. I had a new start. This is Barbara Anna's Something Wicked. One Barbara Anna done. New one starts. This is the birthday sale for Kathy. So everybody join in. Join our Facebook group, Stitching Past My Bedtime. Post your pictures of Something Wicked. Something Wicked. Post your pictures. Barbara Anna. Stitch along. Or as Kathy will tell you, there's plenty of other Something Wicked stitches out there, patterns. Pick anyone. Join the birthday sale. Her birthday's at the end of the month, so join anytime in June. And post your pictures on our Facebook site. All right, so here's my start. Now, you guys, I'm really proud of this start. Really, really proud. I did a lot last night. So I'm doing this 1/1 on 32 count Lugana Storm by Atomic Ranch. And I'm doing it 1/1. It's 112 by 126, and I'm using the called for DMC. Now, oh shoot, you can see the pattern. I'm sorry. It was just a little blurb. I recharted the words. So the words in the pattern are actually 1/1. So I had to rechart them as backstitch, and I think they turned out great. I couldn't get it really close now, Carolyn. How do you like that? Let me move my needle and my needle minder. How about I do that? Anyway, now you can read it. All right. I think they turned out great. They kind of look like a greeting card. I'm going to have to make some other edits to the pattern. That's just the way it goes with 1/1. You take things out, you add things in. And you know, when you pick your own fabric, not everything works on it. But that's Barbara Anna, Something Wicked, This Way Comes. All right, the next one I'm so excited about. Oh, let me tell you, I didn't tell you the details on Viva La Vida. It took me 11 days, just stitchy days, stitchy sessions. It's 5,181 stitches, so it didn't take me that long. It was a big push. There was a lot left to do at StitchCon. So that's pretty much all I stitched on, which was kind of a bummer because I brought 7 patterns. Okay. So my next WIP, I did take this to StitchCon. I did not work on it. And who was I talking about? Elizabeth? Yes. Harriet Cooper. Because I live in Maryland. But that's not what drew it to me. I think it was the like Art Deco kind of aesthetic you get from it. Those trees are fantastic. The grass, although it's showing up really blue in here, I think it's supposed to be grass. The color charted is a little bit more green. but it's not the green of the trees, that's for sure. So anyway, I'll show you my progress. I've gotten a lot done on this. So I don't think I need a paper. I think I'm okay. So I'll put it up closer in a minute, but I filled in all of this grass, and I did under this portico here. So I've gotten a lot done, and it is really cool. Now, I regret the color choice of my fabric a little bit. It matches the picture, which I don't know that was the smartest thing. I'm better at that now. I've been working on this for a year now. I did change the color of the road because it was charted in Weeks grits, and that matched the fabric too close, and I was not going to stitch it because it was too much. So I changed it. Then I had to change some of the shadows, but not so drastic. I think the browner road, I might have to change some of the colors in the people. But here, I don't need to see it. I can just push it up. All right. All right. So that's Harriet Cooper. I'm really enjoying that. Next is the pattern that we all bonded over, the Deadly Aquarium Sow. I've only finished up through the puffer fish drop. I had every intention of working on this more. I did finish this at StitchCon, but I didn't get back to it. And the color is more green than you're seeing here. Well, let's see if this light helps. No, not really. It's more green than that, but it's beautiful. This fabric, let me, I'm really bad at this, guys. Okay, Deadly Aquarium, Lola Crow, 32 count Lugana, Grace Notes fabrics in the colorway Sarah. And this fabric is gorgeous, and we've talked about it before. I'm using DMC 1/1 on 32. So it's going to be tiny, but it's going to kind of be the similar size to my Haunted Library, which I like. I don't like them that big. I love the detail in her patterns. So I'm going to insert a picture here. Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. Carriage House samplings. I finished block number 3. Insert photo. At StitchCon. But then I instantly put it back in the hoop and started on block 5. And I did not want to take it out of the hoop because it's a pain out of the Q-snap. It's a pain in the butt, guys. Give me a break. You spend more time doing that. So I finished this block at StitchCon, and I'm working on block 5. I know you've all seen it, but we'll refresh your memory. All right, so I filled in that boat, the ship. Yeah, I'm working away on this. It's exciting. All right, let's move on along. So we ended up not taking our Stitching in the Wild exclusive patterns to StitchCon. We thought that would be not appropriate. But I'm working on this one. Fox and Rabbit, Come Party with Frank. It's fun. I'm going to add a little bit. I'm going to put something else I'm going to put something else in the block with Stitching in the Wild. And it is 1/1. I'm using Fox and Rabbit, Elephant Run, 32 count linen, and I'm doing it 1/1. It's 84 by 110, so it's really little. And I did make a substitution for the glass. So here we go. Well, it's pretty true to color. There you go. So what I did before StitchCon, I finished all the green in the hand. And my threads, I was waiting on the threads that I'm going to use to stitch the business card. I'm using a kind of dirty white from, I think it's from Weeks. Sorry. But I wanted it to look kind of grungy. Thanks to Kathy. That was her idea. So I don't always copy. All right, so that's all my whips. So I'll go a little bit through my stash. Some of the things I got and gifts I got at StitchCon. I bought, I'm a sucker for a corner gauge. I don't know why. Keepsakes. And I got the little house one. I accidentally bought two. I don't know. We did go to Keepsakes. That was, I bought one pattern there. A little overwhelming, but I've been to Keepsakes, so that was fun. Let me put those there. Lynn, okay, so here is how I have a lot of these. So this is my StitchCon stash. This is the Keepsakes one they gave us. Lynn from ThoseMissingStitches gave us this one that says, sometimes you forget you're awesome, so this is your reminder. So I kind of do this, kind of like, I don't know, my gen, when we were kids, we collected keychains, and everybody had that ball of keychains, so I kind of do that. This is my jewelry. This one came from my friend Gina from Slammin' the Scream Door. They're all lovely. I don't remember everyone that gave me these. Here, this one was from the Grateful Needle. Annie the Proper Stitcher. This one's gorgeous. It has like real beads, and I don't know who gave it to me. It's really pretty. If you did and you see this, let me know. These beautiful scissor fob was made by Tammy, Table 26 Tammy. Oh look, it's so big. I have to get it right up here. Table 26 Tammy. Woohoo! I don't know who gave me this one, but it's gorgeous, and it has our moon for stitching past my bedtime. That was very. So that's my. I love the sound. That's my stitching jewelry. I have to put it under lock and key so no one steals it, but I love it. It's fun. All right, silks for you. Lynn, ThoseMissingStitches. She was very generous. I don't know if everybody realized how generous she was. Silks for you. She gave me a whole skein, and this looks like a 10-yarder. Or 10 meters. Go ahead, laugh. All right, silks for you. Black. It's beautiful. I can't wait to use it. Now I can put it away in my stash. Let me just put that there. Then Sylvia, I can't believe I forgot to talk about Sylvia. All right. So Sylvia didn't sit at table 26, but she should have. Sylvia is from Canada, and I think she's my first Canadian friend. That's so exciting. She's great. She did our late night stitching. She was always with us. It was great. I love her. She's so sweet. She gave us this Silks for You silk in this really pretty colorway. Oh, look at that. It's really pretty. I don't know what I will use it for, but I can't wait. All right. Then Gina from Table 26 made me a placemat. We all heard me talk about placemats. She texted me before the event and said, don't buy a placemat. Well, you gave it away, Gina. I wouldn't have had one. Now, you blew the surprise, but oh my gosh, guys. Look at that. Stitching past my bedtime. Talk about appropriate. And the back has these beautiful dragonflies. And it's my favorite color, black and purple for the ravens. Ugh. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Thank you, Gina. Very sweet. You are a beautiful stitcher and a beautiful person and a beautiful friend. And I really appreciate you. All right. So more things from StitchCon. I bought a crap load of fabric. Yes. Yes, I did. I bought way more than I needed. This is Blackberry Latte. I think this was a fan favorite this year. Blackberry Latte. This is Grace Notes Fabrics. It's a linen 32 count. And that is true to color. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. Love it. I also bought a half a yard. What the hell was I thinking? Lugana 28 count Atomic Ranch vanilla cream because it's kind of neutral and I can use it for anything, and it's 28 count, so perfect. Till I got home and realized I had a whole another piece of it. So if anybody needs that, no, I'm not selling. I'll use it. All right, this is Atomic Ranch, 28 count Lugana in the color Sedona. Ooh, and that is true to color. And I think this was a purchase because it was sitting on the counter. I think Kathy also picked it up. It was sitting on the counter. Oh, look at that. There it is. When I went to get my fabric cut, that's another story for another day. That was a new experience, getting fabric cut. All right, I'll tell you the story now, or I'll forget. So my first retreat ever was at the Salty Yarns, where I met my Virginia Stitchy friends, Jill, Gina, and Sarah. And I was kind of solo. I didn't know anybody when I went there. And this was before I kind of met them. We were kind of starting, our little clique. And I went shopping. And when I went to pay, I had gotten all this fabric. Of course, I was a new stitcher, relatively new. And I didn't have any fabric. And I was like, oh, I'm going to buy some fabric and start my stash. Well, I didn't know you were supposed to get it cut. So I just put the fabric in my bag and went to check out. And the cashier's like, do you want to get this cut? Well, I had no idea what sizes I need or what I needed. So I said, no, I'm just going to go ahead and get it. Build my stash. They're like, okay. So they had to take it off and measure it in order to price it. And then I'm sitting there sweating. I'm like, oh my God, what did I do? Did I just buy thousands of dollars worth of fabric? It was a lot of fabric. No, not thousands. $700 total, not just fabric. $700. And I went back and told my friends, and they were like, I'm an idiot. I know better now. It's the stupid things you do when you're new. Before you've watched Flosstube for endless hours. So I said I would talk about millennial fabrics. I don't have one to share, but Sarah made 300 ornament size pieces of her hand dyed fabric and gave everybody one. We were late and she ran out, and I have millennial fabric, so I know how gorgeous it is. So I gave mine to Kathy. It was so generous of you, Sarah. That was such a good idea. And I've already seen it on Flosstube. The Young Jen table did a little stitch on it, and it's cute. It looked really good. Congratulations, Sarah. You did a great job. Lynn, I have some from Lynn as well. Where is it? Here it is. All right, so this is the Millennial Fabrics that I purchased. I've got some 18 count Wanderlust. I've showed this, sorry. I've showed this color before. It's gorgeous. And I got Dove 18 count Ada. She didn't have her Lugana there. She just had Ada and linen, which is fine. I can purchase it off the website. I'll link her website below. I do stitch Lugana, but 18 count's fine. I also I accidentally bought a piece of 14 count Ada, and I'm going to give that to my sister, and that's in the color Dove, but it's a totally different color. The beauty of Sarah's website is she takes pictures of the individual pieces, because they can change so much between the different fabrics. She does do pieces. I recommend she do a picture of like 3 together. But then I guess, people want to know what their piece is going to look like when it arrives. So that was really great. Lots of work, but really great. It's a great touch. Then this is, I'm going to take this out because you have not seen, I have not actually even, sorry for the crinkle, held Lynn's fabric before, Those Missing Stitches, but she gave this, I know she had some fabric there. I don't know if everybody was lucky enough to get some, but she allowed us to pick out a piece. This is called Vigilant Vianney. I should have asked you how to say that. Vianney? Oh, it is gorgeous. Let's see. Yes. It is a light mauve. Light mauve. It's got a pink tone to it, or its top. I don't know. I got 28 count Lugana. It's a 13 by 18 piece. Like, that's generous. That is, I can get two patterns out of that. I can get 2 stitches out of that. Thank you so much, Lynn. Your fabric is gorgeous. I can't wait to buy more. So thank you very much. This is so I won a door prize, but they only had like 12. Okay, so this is another story of someone else I met. So I didn't mention people that weren't Flosstubers. I apologize. You were all lovely people. I had such a great time. I won a door prize. I won Judy Whitman's JBW Designs When Cardinals Appear. And there is a nice glare on that, sorry. So everybody's kind of seen that one, which I really like, and I think I'm going to stitch for my friend. And it came with a piece of Atomic Ranch Weathered Stone 40 count linen. 40 count? What? 1/1 on linen? What? It's really pretty. It's kind of got a greenish, it's very neutral, green to white modeling. It'll be gorgeous with that pattern, which I appreciate someone picking out the fabric for me, because that's hard. And then this is the only purchase I think I did. I got some stickers from Keepsakes. I bought the 2024 Santa. And I know I'm running long, guys. I'm sorry. I want to just show you my fabric of the month I got so I can put it away. I got Fox and Rabbits. She's calling it Kathy's Stormy Skies. I'm going to pull it out because it is gorgeous. It's kind of a brown mottled with blue and green. Icy brown. You might see another color. But it does read Stormy Skies to me. Like before a tornado, maybe. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. And from them I get 32 count linen. And I have been doing 1/1 on their linen. I can do a Fox and Rabbit linen. So 32 count, the leap to 40, that'll be new. And Atomic Ranch Mellow Stone 28 count Lugana. And that's just a neutral beige. I made a couple of Etsy pattern purchases. We got the new Deli Aquarium drop. I'll leave that because you guys don't care. I bought this. All right, this is kitschy weird. But I am going to do a little scrapbook of smalls, the stuff that I won't put on my wall. And I got the Scooby-Doo van because why not? I have a Scooby-Doo van. I have a lunchbox with Scooby-Doo. And then my last one is a full coverage small. It's only 128 by 176. It's by Country Magic Stitch. I got it on Etsy. It's the Twin Peaks. Welcome to Twin Peaks. Because that's weird. That show was so weird. I don't know if anybody else watched that show, but it was so weird. I loved it. All right. That's all I have. My plan is to get Kathy back on and to hang out with Kathy. I'm going to do the GaRon Stitchery Zoom today. That'll be fun. And that's about it. I'm sorry this ran really long. And I'm going to put pictures from StitchCon at the end here. So you can meet, if I didn't already insert them. I might have inserted them. You can meet my Table 26 friends and see my finish. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot. This is Stitching Past My Bedtime. I miss my duo, my better half, Kathy. Love you, girl. And this wasn't as much fun as it is doing it with you. Okay, that sounded terrible. You know what I mean. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye. Okay, I'm adding this here on the end. I forgot to say one thing when I was talking about the door prize that I won and the JBW design. I also, an interesting story that I really wanted to share is someone else that I met there. Her name is Karen Johnson. And I finally got to meet the other Karen Johnson. She and I have traveled kind of in the same circles. She got my box for a retreat. She got 2 boxes. She got mine and she got hers. There was something else. We're on a website together. We said hi to each other, I think, but we actually met. So this is how we met. 300 people. I'm like, how am I going to find Karen Johnson in here? And I was about to actually go on the mic and I was going to say, where's Karen Johnson? But I was walking out the door and I noticed a new pattern on the brag table, a new finish on the brag table. And I looked and it said Karen Johnson. I'm like, oh, I didn't stitch that. I'm like, oh, the other Karen Johnson. And it has the table number on it. So I went over to the table. I'm like, who's Karen Johnson? And she said, that's me. And I'm like, I'm Karen Johnson. And so we met and it was great. And I have a picture of us. I'll insert it here together. And it was really lovely meeting her. She's so cool. And when I won the door prize, they called our number, right? So it was my door prize to win. They didn't call Karen Johnson. They called my number on my badge. And then they said, oh, Karen Johnson, there's another Karen Johnson here. And let's just give her a door prize too. So congratulations, Karen Johnson. She got a door prize because we shared the name. I thought that was really cute. And her door prize was different. I can't remember what it was, but it was equally as cool. I thought that was really neat. It's a good story. I wanted to share it. So, okay, I'm done. Okay, bye.